Welcome to Golden Optic Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a little something. I've done videos with this previously, but I had to shoot it with my cell phone, and I figured I would do it in a virtual machine so we can get a better view of backing up your PCs. You can back up any PC, desktop with this, handheld devices. I backed up my ROG Alley with it, backed up the Windows OS. But what we need to do, this is for those who want to try different gaming distros of Linux on their ROG Alley, but don't want to lose what they had or have on their ROG Alley with Windows. And I'm going to put Windows back on this at some point to try to make a dual boot video. Hoping to borrow some better equipment so I can film and it actually looks decent. But let's get into this video. Alright, well, that's just what I got set up right now. I just had to add some things to make this work. I tried to do it a different way, and it absolutely did not work that way. So, let's do full screen. That's not what I wanted. So let me reboot this. Yes. Let's reboot. I missed my window of opportunity. Talking. It's talking, wasn't paying attention, and it's about to boot into the operating system. That's not where I wanted to go. I don't know if this thing even rebooted like I told it to. I don't think it did. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I had a control alt. Okay, control alt delete did it. Control alt delete for the win. All right. So go to boot manager. I'm going to choose this. I have other things attached. It's not the way I want to do it, but it's the way I have to do it in this virtual machine. But all right, secure boot is disabled. I'm gonna go down here. This is Ventoy. I made a video about Ventoy. This is so I can choose different um, operating systems. So this has really helped me out because I can actually do this in here because of that. So once I saw I could do this in Ventoy, that was like awesome. I can actually make a decent Clonezilla video that I'm not shooting like I'm in the Blair Witch Project. People can actually see what I'm doing. My arms aren't shaky, and I don't look crazy. And I'm loading. You could load this to RAM, or you could just run it from the USB. I'm gonna run it in RAM because it'll probably be faster. Okay, this is the first screen you'll see. Of course, you're gonna choose your language, whatever language you speak. You're gonna keep defaults, and then I'll go through, and then you'll start Clonezilla. So, what you normally do is you're going to use an external device. So you're going to use the first option, device image, work with disks or partitions using images. So that's what I'm doing here. So if you had like say um, two hard drives in a PC, you could use this. But the images work best because you can save them, you know where they are, you know what they're named. So right now, you do local, USB, or a hard drive. So you choose this option here. And you can set up a server, and the server, depending on, and you don't even have to have network, just a switch that both computers are connected to, because this right here will give them IP addresses, and then you can do it. It's super fast, depending on the switch. Like it'll be like lightning fast, faster than using external drives or USB drives. But And you can do multiple computers at one time. It's pretty awesome. All right, so enter. All right, so these are all the options we have here. You'll see all the options we have. Now, the one we're going to actually back up to is going to be the Toshiba. So you'll hit Control C here to move to the next screen. And those are all the drives that you'll see listed. You'll see your USB drive. I'm in a virtual machine, so to see my VDA. I had to use the OneDrive as an external. SDA is an external drive, but that was the only way I can get it to show up in this virtual machine. Of course, your disk will be just your regular hard drive in your um, handheld PC, desktop, or laptop. And this is your going to be your external drive that you're copying the image to will be your home partition. That local dev as home part image, that is where we'll save this. So this is your backup device. It's taking a long time. It's never taken this long before. Like never. Hmm. Only when I'm shooting the video, like I did this last time and it went right to the next screen, but I didn't have my external drive that I want to copy. Error, no existing partitions or no unmounted partitions are found to use Clonezilla to save or clone, blah, blah, blah. Enter. Yes. Do you unable to mount security? Are you sure you want to continue? No. So let's go back here. Enter. All right. So let's rerun. All right. Let's try this again. Device image, local USB. Enter. All right. So control enter. Let's see what happens. It only fails when I'm trying to actually do something. This is weird. Like it's never done this before. Like never. I've never seen this before. This is really weird. Okay. Normally you won't see this many drives. This is like way too many drives, but it's every partition on because all these SDA 1 through 8 is a part of Steam OS. So, but this will be our target. I mean, not target. This will be our home part image device. So, the Toshiba, we don't care if it checks the file system. I always skip this, and then you can just tab to done. It'll show. Let's see. Where is my? Let's see if it had some. It doesn't. I don't see them. Let's see. Something real quick. All right. No. Okay. Yes. All right. So this is where we're gonna save images at. I thought this was my other drive that had images on it, but it doesn't. I was gonna show you some drives, but I'll just skip this. You'll click done to click to the next thing, and it'll mount this as I don't know if I have enough. Okay, I have 711 gigs available, so this is fine. All right, so you'll just choose beginner. So just hit enter, and we want right now we want to save a disk. So that's what we're doing. So we're saving the disk because we don't have any images to restore right now. So we do that, and this is where you'll name it. So, and it has today's date. I'll just do 512 Steam OS if it will take that name. Because sometimes the names are too long. It's like, no, that's too long, bro. So this is my 512 gig hard drive for Steam OS. I'm gonna do that. If the name isn't too long or too whatever, it'll start getting everything ready. If it doesn't like that name, if it thinks that name's too long, it's gonna error out. But I've definitely had a bunch of issues with this install so far. Ran into things I haven't seen before, but of course it only happens when I'm actually recording. Okay, now we want SDA. That's the one we want. So that's the one that's going to be our source. So you're going to hit space to select that one, and then we'll tab down to OK. Then it's going to automatically chose that one. So it says very fast and small image like gzip for multi-core CPU. So I'll choose that one. And you can choose that other one. It doesn't matter. I think I usually use Z1P, but since it defaulted to the Z9, I'll just use that. And I don't care if it checks a source file. It doesn't have to because I really don't care. I probably won't use this image. But you can get it to check um, to repair the system. But if you're using Windows, just make sure you shut it down safely. Like close all applications and just do a safe shutdown um, of any operating system. Just do a safe shutdown and you don't have to worry about like your file system being bad. And I tell it to check the save image because you don't want to do all that work, have an image that you think is good, and then you find out that it's not. So that, and I'm not going to encrypt it. I don't need to encrypt the image. So, all right. You don't have to do logs. I like to do logs just to see. And this is what you choose, what you want it to do when it's done. Um, I just choose shutdown. That way, if I go out and about and come back, I'll see, oh, it's shut down. So it's done. So let's do that. And it, all right, and it'll say this command is also saved as this file name for later. Use if, okay. And then you hit enter. Yeah, it has a lot of, I didn't know it had that many partitions. That's a lot. All right. It's going to ask you if you want to continue, you hit yes, and that's the only yes you'll get on this one. And when you're restoring, it will ask you twice. So it gives you a chance of, hey, do you really want to wipe this hard drive that you have in here? And you have to agree to it twice. But this is what it looks like. It zips through the smaller partitions like super fast. The later partitions, it might not be as fast. And this is in a virtual machine, so I've never done this before. You see, the bigger like it is, the longer it takes. But the transfer, that's pretty fast. So looks like this um, partition is just another partition. It's like a mirror image of the last partition. So maybe that's because you do Steam OS, it has you use recovery has an A and a B. And maybe this is it set it up as A and B like it normally does. Okay, this is the last partition. Let's see how long this is gonna take. It's 24 hours. That's long. 28 hours. That's a long time. 33 hours. It's just climbing. Hopefully it really doesn't take that long. Cause that'd be crazy. That'd be a lot of hours. Oh, hmm. So it just fails at the end. Okay. So I thought I had missed something because I was talking to my wife, but it just fails at the end, and that's fine, I guess. What should have happened at the end of that video was would have went through just like the other partitions. It would have went through, and you would have saw it go through. It would have said it's done, and then it would have just shut down when it was done after checking the image to see if it was good. But I guess it just some reason it couldn't handle it and just like shut down. So I thought I had missed it shutting down, which didn't make sense, but I can see why now. So that's cool. But that's pretty much it. It doesn't work like that. I'm trying it in a virtual machine, so obviously it's going to have problems that you wouldn't have in real world hardware. But at least I know I can make videos of Clonezilla to put up on the channel. But that's it for right now. A little disappointing there at the end, but it's cool. Um, Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you need me to do or want me to see me work on and make a video about. I greatly appreciate everybody that's watching. Doing this to help get more people into gaming on Linux. So, yes, have a great day and thanks for watching. And as always, happy gaming.